What's up, Mark?
Where are your vehicles?
Paulo went to work.
Oh.
Somebody has to work in this family, right? We're gonna do our Disney ride today, and Mark is gonna be our guide, and he's gonna show us around, and we're gonna do a stop at the Polynesian Resort. Is that it?
That's the one.
Tell us a little bit about the ride.
Well, we're going to be actually going through WINDERMERE, which is a beautiful part here, a beautiful spot here in Central Florida. A lot of the wealthy people live there, a lot of athletes live there. I'm actually going to point out the home where Shaquille O'Neal used to live. And then we're going to take a ride over the lake, and then we're going to make our left-hand turn and head towards Disney. And then from there, we're going to go through all of the places that I could sneak us in, because we're not supposed to be riding our bikes on the golf cart trails, but we're going to give it a chance today to do it. And then our final destination before we start heading back will be at the Polynesian Hotel, Polynesian Resort at Disney, where we're going to try one of their famous Dole pineapple floats.
So what are we gonna call this ride?
The Tour de Pineapple.
The Tour de Pineapple. Cool. And we have Michael joining us today. Good to have you on board.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Yeah. So where are we gonna head now?
So right now we're going to actually head towards the Magic Kingdom. We're going to go around the Magic Kingdom, actually to the west side, and then we're going to pass the Grand Floridian Hotel and then the Polynesian
We're
Hotel.
on the back side of Disney.
This is the main parking lot where cast members who work at Magic Kingdom will park their cars. From here they'll actually pick up a bus. They have bus service that takes them straight that way, all the way to the back of Magic Kingdom. Also over here is the main warehouse for wardrobes, where all the costumes come from. To the left over there, you can't see it, but that's where Disney University is. And everybody who comes to work for Disney goes through a 4-day class called Traditions. The highlight of that class, of course, is getting the opportunity to walk underneath the Magic Kingdom, where all the tunnels and the warehouses are. Because Magic Kingdom is actually built on a platform. It's actually one floor up. The main road, the level ground, is actually where all the underground warehousing is. So they have all these hidden stairways where you can come up in different places of the Magic Kingdom. One of the things that Disney wanted to make sure was that if you were dressed to be in a costume that had to do with Fantasyland, he didn't want you walking through the wilderness country, because it's out of costume.
I don't know if I told you guys, but Mark, he works at Disney. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Can I say?
Well, I'm on furlough right now,
Yeah.
so you can say whatever you want.
So he works at Disney, so he knows everything and a lot of tips. So I think we're even going to include this ride to our menu of routes. So maybe you can hire Mark and he'll take you and also share some tips if you're going afterwards to the parks.
And I'm going to give you one more thing to think about, and then we'll come back later and I'll give you the answer. Does anybody know how many square miles Disney World is?
Ooh, answer at the end.
So over there you have Old Key West. This canal over here goes all the way from Old Key West all the way to Disney Springs. And if I were working right now, I'd be on a boat taking guests from Old Key West to Disney Springs. And also from French Quarter Riverside to Disney Springs.
So this is part of the canal where
This is the major canal. Now, Disney has many different canals and none of them are interconnected.
Okay.
So this is a standalone canal. It's all man-made. There's a lock system over there, and that controls the height of the water. The reason that's so important here is because it's not a natural waterway. There's a bridge up ahead on the left, and that's the lowest bridge that Disney has on this canal. If it rains too hard and the water rises, they actually have to shut this route down because we can't get the boats underneath the bridge. It happens about twice or 3 times a year.
Very interesting. So now we're heading to...
We're heading towards Saratoga Springs. We're going to go over a little wooden bridge, and we'll stop on the wooden bridge because then from there to the right you can see Disney Springs. It's a nice view of Disney Springs.
Cool. Let's do that. Guys enjoying?
Yeah, I love this back road path.
Yeah.
Neat.
Cool. Wilderness part here at Disney is really nice. It's like all these forest places, and you can rent a cabin, you know, put a tent, or even park your RV or stay at their resort. It's absolutely gorgeous, really nice. Are we starting to see more people at the parks? Did you see that?
I don't know if, well, it's a weekend, but I don't know if they've increased capacity yet.
Huh?
We're not going to turn here, the next one.
Okay. So now we're gonna have our pineapple float. Dole pineapple float.
In 2 places in America, Naples here, and right near the Jungle Cruise ride at Magic Kingdom.
Only 2 places. That's good. And Mark is saying it's 90 calories. I don't know if that's true.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Really good, but definitely not 90 calories. Michael's checking on the internet. So how many calories?
The Dole Whip, it's 90 calories for half a cup.
For half a cup.
That's the key.
So,
So it's
Mark,
probably 180 calories. This is
Not bad.
8 ounces.
well, it's not a, yeah, like mid bike ride is not bad at all.
Oh, like Brandy said, 900 calories.
Yeah, I said 900 calories. It tastes like 900, but that's good. 108 is not bad at all. Okay, so now heading back to Winter Garden. About what? We're 10 miles from Winter Garden?
Close to 12.
12 miles. Heading back. Really cool ride around Disney. Back from where we started, back to Winter Garden. Total 48 miles. I really enjoyed the ride.
Yeah,
it was
it was a
really
good
nice. It's beautiful places, and it's what makes it even nicer is that Mark knows a lot of things. So it's all the stories and the tips and interesting facts about Disney. And for those who were waiting till the end of the video to see to hear what's the size, how many square miles does Disney have?
Actually, the better question is for those of you who didn't go to your laptops or iPads to look it up yourself, here is the answer. Disney World is 49 square miles, which is the equivalent of the same size as San Francisco. What's really interesting about the 49 square miles is that all the parks and all the resorts and all the water parks they have at Disney only represent 25% of the total land. So 75% has not been developed, and frankly, even without the pandemic, won't be developed. It was never intended to be developed. They wanted to keep it a world unto itself. When people drive onto Disney property, the idea was for them to drive for miles and miles before they saw anything, put them in a different frame of mind. So that was really the reason why. Also, land was cheap.
Yeah, at that time.
Disney paid $6 million for 49 square miles.
Wow. So it's a city. And you really, when you come, whoever experienced Disney, even when you're far away from the park, you're riding on the roads and everything is so clean, so neat, because everything is owned by Disney and they take really good care of their property. So yeah, really nice ride. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave any comments, what you thought about the ride. If you want to see other parts maybe of Disney, Mark has a bunch of the other stuff to show. Just that we try to fit all in one ride in one video. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on our next ride experience.